Okay, let's just jump right into this explainer. We are honestly living through this massive, unprecedented technological shift right now. And, it can feel incredibly overwhelming for both students and teachers to figure out where that line actually is. The line between working smart and, well, straight up cheating. So today we're decoding what's called the integrity code. We'll be drawing directly from our source material to give you a really clear, structured roadmap for navigating these rapidly blurring ethical boundaries of AI in education.
Right, so here is the literal million-dollar question on everyone's mind. Is using AI actually cheating? I mean, this is the exact confusion and anxiety we're tackling today. This tech is just so incredibly powerful that those old-school rules, they just don't really seem to fit anymore. But the good news is, our source material strips away all that anxiety. It gives us this super simple, really memorable mental model for academic integrity. It's not about being terrified of the tech, it's all about just understanding the framework.
So let's start with Section 1, the baseline reality, or the default AI rule. Okay, the absolutely crucial point here is that you've got to operate under the assumption that these tools are strictly off-limits, period. Unless, of course, your teacher explicitly says it's allowed. Basically, the default state is a red light. It definitely doesn't mean, use it until you get caught or, oh, just use it for the small stuff. No. Unless an instructor explicitly opens that door for a very specific assignment, AI is prohibited. If you haven't been given a clear, resounding yes, then the answer is automatically no.
But what actually happens when that door is opened? That brings us to Section 2, the traffic light protocol, and categorizing ethical AI use. This protocol is brilliant because, just like driving, it uses a system we all instinctively understand right off the bat. Green is your safe zone. This is stuff like brainstorming or maybe getting some feedback on a rough draft you already wrote yourself. It sparks ideas and it's highly constructive. Then we have yellow. Now, yellow urges caution. This is for editing and refining. Imagine it's like 2 a.m., you're rushing to finish an essay, and you ask an AI to fix your grammar. You've got to be incredibly careful here because you don't want to accidentally let the AI completely rewrite your unique voice out of the paper. And finally, red. This is the absolute forbidden zone. We're talking copy-pasting, taking machine-generated text and trying to pass it off as your own hard work. Definitely a no-go.
Now, when you contrast these two extremes, that boundary line becomes incredibly sharp. On one hand, you have constructive assistance, getting feedback, refining drafts, brainstorming. In this scenario, the AI is acting like a tutor or maybe a sounding board. Basically, you are still the one driving the car. But on the flip side, we have academic dishonesty. That's when you completely hand the steering wheel over to the machine and submit its text as your original work. And that is a fundamental, massive breach of the protocol.
All of this brings us to a really profound point in Section 3, the ultimate why, focusing on why integrity actually matters in the first place.
It really just boils down to this one idea. Honesty is about being transparent. As the source material explicitly points out, the overarching principle here is that if you use AI at all, even in that totally safe green brainstorming zone, you must disclose it. Transparency is absolutely key because it ensures you remain the primary author of your own learning journey. It proves to your teachers, and honestly, to yourself, that you aren't just hiding behind some algorithm.
Because you see, when we lose that transparency, we cross a genuinely dangerous line. The guide really emphasizes that using AI to substantially complete an assignment completely undermines your personal intellectual development. When the technology is handling the core tasks, you're quite literally robbed of the cognitive struggle that's required to actually grow. Think about it. Writing a paper isn't just about magically producing words on a page. It's about learning how to synthesize information, how to think critically. If the AI is doing that core work for you, your intellectual growth basically hits a brick wall.
Which leaves us with one final, vital question to ponder today. If the machine does the work, who does the learning? I really want to leave you to think about that. Because this traffic light protocol, it isn't just a set of arbitrary rules designed to catch cheaters. It's actually a protective boundary around your own cognitive growth. So embrace these tools for constructive assistance, stay 100% transparent, and never forget that ultimately, your education is about developing your mind, not just delivering a finished product.